In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to configure the connections you've established. After you've established those connections, the next logical step is to go ahead and configure them. Close out of the Connection Manager window, which will bring you back to the Workbench window. We are first going to go ahead and configure our source. Click on the Configure Source button, which will open up the Configure Source window. You'll notice a little drop-down list, and from here we'd like to select the connection we're going to use as our source. Let's use Scribe Sample ERP. Once we select that, the tables and entities are exposed to us down below in a list. And what we want to do is go ahead and select the table we want to work with, and for this example we'll work with the customer table. Once we select that, we click OK, and it's that easy to configure our source connection. Next, what we'd like to do is configure our target connection. We go over to Configure Steps and click on that. We have our Configure Steps window, and once again we have a drop-down list to choose from. And we decided we were going to use Adapter for Dynamics CRM 2011 as our target. So select that. Once again, it exposes what we have access to. And we want to go ahead and go from the adapter objects. We'd like to select Account. Now there's one additional step that you'll need to take when you talk about configuring your target. Down in Operations, you have several operations available to you. Now, Operations is pretty simple. Basically, what you're asking the system to do is, when it comes over from the source and makes its way to the target, what do you want it to do when it comes to the target? Do you just want it to insert the data? Do you want it to update all existing data first, then insert new? Whatever operation you need to use, you would select from this list. Now, for this example, we are going to use update, then insert. So update any existing records we already have in the system, and then insert new. Now what this is going to mean is that we're going to have to create a lookup criteria so that we don't create duplicates. And that's an additional tutorial video you can watch as well. Once you create the operation you want, or select the operation that you want, go ahead and click Add Update and Insert Step. And it'll appear in the step order over on the right. Once you create your steps, you can close out. And what you notice is that you created your connections, and now you've configured your connections.